10 years ago, I, sitting in my bedroom when I was supposed to be studying for a history test, decided to whip out a phone and record videos to go public deep in the future and try to predict what my life would be like, what the channel would be like. And after 10 incredibly long years, behind me in 10 years, finally went public. And I wanted to capture my reaction on this video that you're watching now. So let's do it.
Hi, me in 10 years.
Hey,
I'm gonna schedule upload this video
Wow.
10 years in the future. So you're gonna see this in 2025.
Oh my God.
It's 2015 for me right now.
Oh, this is crazy. Look how young I look. Look at the difference. This me doesn't have a beard, doesn't have a mustache.
Dude, what if I'm dead? Dude, if I'm... Ooh, that'd be weird. That'd be so weird.
Thankfully, not dead.
That'd be really weird. But so let's see. Dude, if I don't have 1 million subscribers when you see this video, my entire life has been a failure.
Ironically, we actually have dozens of channels with millions of subscribers. And before we go too deep into listening to old Jimmy, 17-year-old Jimmy here ramble, I just want to get you in the right mind space. I want you to understand what's going through this 17-year-old's mind. We didn't have tons of money growing up. I mean, it was probably like a normal middle-class family, but in 2008, we ended up going bankrupt. So we had nothing. Like, my parents actually filed for bankruptcy. And I had poured year after year after year after year after year after year of my life, and people weren't watching the videos. Everyone in my school, everyone around me was saying, Jimmy, you will never be a YouTuber. This isn't realistic. You're chasing a fairy tale, and you need to actually focus on whatever you're actually gonna do with your life. And it started to really weigh on the Jimmy you see here, because he's like, am I wasting my life? Am I gonna be a failure? Am I gonna be homeless? Will this ever work out? And my mom didn't have much money, and I really wanted to not be a burden on her, and I wanted to be able to make money so I could help her. And all these thoughts are swirling, and that storm is what's currently going on. And this Jimmy you see here 10 years ago, mine. Now, with that context, let's keep watching.
But by the time you see this, I'll have finished high school.
I did finish high school.
Gone to college.
Technically, I went to college. I went for 2 weeks, and then I thought it was super boring and didn't go. It was a community college. We could not afford real college.
Probably be doing YouTube as a job, hopefully. Maybe.
Well, back then, I'm like, man, I would love to just be able to provide for myself as a job. And now I provide for hundreds of families. I have hundreds of full-time employees, and we help thousands upon thousands of people through our main channel videos. So it is kind of funny in retrospect that 10 years ago, which really isn't that far ago, I was nervous that I wouldn't be able to provide for myself.
Yeah, as of right now, I'm enjoying YouTube. Hopefully future me still enjoys it.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of YouTube. Honestly, I think YouTube literally runs in my veins at this point. I love creating content. I love telling stories. I love entertaining people. I love making your guys' day. I love being able to impact lives. It's literally everything I love.
I don't know. I'd be crazy if I had some ridiculous amount of subscribers.
I bet you if you went back in time and told this 17-year-old me I'd have 440 million subscribers, he wouldn't believe you. He would laugh, right? Because back then, I think the biggest channels in the world had 10 million subscribers, if that. I remember when Smosh hit 10 million subscribers and being so mind blown, whoa, that's huge, right? I remember when PewDiePie hit 10 million subscribers. I remember all those things. And that seemed like the pinnacle. It was all right, they hit 10 million, they won the game. That's as big as it gets. And now, I don't know, there's probably 1,000 creators with 10 million subscribers. It's just crazy how much the platform has changed in the last decade.
At the time I'm recording this video, I have 8,000 subscribers and 1.8 million views.
Wow, look at that. Also, look at the old channel logo. I kind of miss that tiger. The only problem is it kind of looks like a high school mascot. Just to be blunt, this is why I ended up changing it. And the entire channel back then had 1,830,631 views, which is funny because the main channel video does that in 6 minutes when we upload now. And it probably goes without saying, but I want to make it exceptionally clear. I am living a fairy tale life right now, and I just want to make sure everyone knows I'm very, very, very grateful. That 17-year-old, if he could talk to you right now, to those of you who watched the videos and allowed me to become who I am today, he would be on his knees crying and be eternally grateful. And obviously that 17-year-old is me now. And I'm not the best at being vulnerable and expressing emotion. It's not one of my strong suits, but I want to make it exceptionally clear that I'm beyond grateful for all of you. I will never take this for granted, and this is why I do everything in my power to make every YouTube video we upload on the mrbeast channel as freaking great as freaking possible.
So whenever you see this, compare these numbers to whatever I have when you watch this. I really hope I have 1 million subs by now.
You have way more than 1 million.
Future me, please. What am I doing with my hand?
What am I
Please
doing?
Have 1 million subs. I probably should have thought about what I was gonna say. Just,
Yeah.
hopefully you have 1,000,000 subs.
In case you're wondering, I'm also talking a little quiet. It's actually because my mom's downstairs, and if she knew I was filming videos as opposed to studying, she would come up there and freak out. I'm pretty sure actually one of these cuts is because my mom came in to check in on me studying, and I had to like stop recording and act like I was studying.
All right, so I should be studying for a history test. And
The history test.
I wonder if you or me in 10 years remembers what grade I'm going to get on this history test that I take tomorrow that I'm not studying for because I'm making these videos. Dude, if you still remember the grade I get on this history test in 10 years, that's crazy.
I do remember the grade I got on this test because after high me of 1 year, I went back and I looked at it and then I left a comment.
Dude, I'm probably going to be married and stuff. Man.
Well, you're not married, but you're engaged. You will be married soon. I have a very, very beautiful fiance, Tia. Isn't she adorable? So you're much closer on that prediction than the sub count prediction.
Oh, watch me not be married, not have 1,000,000 subscribers, not have any of this, and then you guys just think I'm a big loser.
I have most of those things, and a lot of you probably still think I'm a loser.
Dude, what if I don't do YouTube when this goes public? That'd be weird.
People don't realize this because I spend so many tens of millions of dollars on videos now. But when I was starting out, like I couldn't afford anything. I mean, look at the quality of this because I couldn't afford a camera. And so it's just so crazy that this somehow turned into this life I'm living now.
If you wanna see what time it is, just so you know what the date is, that's the date.
Oh, yeah, the squiggly lines is the date. Thank you.
Hopefully you can see that.
Of water. For whatever reason, I suck at drinking water. So I used to carry a gallon of water around and try to drink a gallon of water throughout a day. A lot of you probably don't know this. I have something called Crohn's disease. It's where your gut kind of attacks itself. It makes you very tired. Sometimes people will notice like that I look low energy in videos, or sometimes even people will say I look soulless. Usually those images, those moments correlate when my Crohn's is acting up. And I say all that because I played sports like crazy growing up. But then when I was 15, I got Crohn's disease. I ended up losing 60 pounds. I really struggled to get out of bed, and this is like kind of that weird time where I was like, oh, well, now I suck at sports because I have Crohn's, but I still like train quite a bit. And so that gallon you see behind my head, I would drink a gallon of water every day. So some days I would have like 2 baseball practices in the same day. I'd come home and I'd grind YouTube videos, and then my mom would be like, do homework and stop failing everything. And I'd be like, with what time? I'm trying to be a YouTuber.
All right, see you guys. See you guys. See me. Hey, me.
Me? Hey.
One last thing, just so you know.
Look at that date. 8/27, October 4th, 2015. That's so crazy. Feels like literally just yesterday, but it also feels like 10,000 years ago. That is crazy to look at. That little table you see on the right, that was like a crappy little table that I bought. This monitor is like a cheap little monitor I bought at Best Buy. It's bringing back so many memories, man.
It's currently October 4th.
So many memories.
So yeah, like I said, this is October 4th.
Oh, an abrupt ending. Lovely. I didn't learn how to conclude a video apparently. But anyways, my goodness. You know, to be honest, I've been a big YouTuber for so long that sometimes I forget about this past life. I forget about when I was 11, 12, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, these year after year where I was making so many videos and pouring so many thousands of hours into the channel and no one was watching them and I couldn't afford anything, and it was a struggle, man. It was a freaking struggle. I'm so just glad that that young me there never gave up. I'm one of the most stubborn people on the planet. Even now to this day, if no one was watching the videos, I would still be making them. I decided that I was gonna be a YouTuber, I was gonna die. Those are the only two outcomes in my life, is I'm gonna be a YouTuber or I'm gonna die. That's it. I worked very, very hard to build the channel where it is today. But having said that, there's obviously luck involved. And I would say the luckiest thing that ever happened to me is I, at a very young age, found what I loved. That 100% is the luckiest thing that ever happened to me in my life. Which is why I want to encourage you guys, you know, obviously not everyone's in a position where they can just chase their dreams and, you know, you have to put food on the table if you have kids and you have to provide for yourself. But if you do have time outside of your job and what you're doing to provide, really try to find what you love. Because when you do find what you love and it finally works out, it's amazing. I'm so grateful for the life I live. I'm so grateful for the life you guys allow me to live. I love everything I do. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed and let me know if I should react to other stuff.